Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And we got a hilarious show for you guys here today because we're going to be reacting to some of what Cam and Mase had to say. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So let's get into it. As you guys know, Cam and Mase have they have probably the funniest sports podcast out there. And I think the reason it is funny is, number one, because these guys are being themselves. And number two, they don't care. I don't think Cam and Mase out here trying to chase clout, because these guys are already legitimate celebrities in their own right. Like, legitimate. So I don't think they say the things that they do to, let me grab. Nah, I just think they're keeping it 100. And they're saying what they believe. And to quote the name of the show, it is what it is. You take it however you want to feel about it. And I got to give props to both Cam and Mase for keeping it funky on some of these LeBron topics. Because all too often what you see is you got people out there sitting up there twerking it up every single day, slapping each other with honey, running through the hallways, hollering, screaming, gyrating all over the damn floor for some damn LeBron James. And nobody can keep it real, it seems like. But these dudes, who I think knows them, still have the balls to go out there and say, nah, if I'm witnessing some garbage, I'm gonna call it out. Simple as that. And anybody can feel it a kind of way that they want to. And I think that when you're 100% showing who you are, when you're already a made man, you can do things like this. And also when you have integrity. You know, when you have integrity, you can call it like you see it, flat out. And that's what they do. And I appreciate them for doing that, because too many other people in sports media don't do that. And I think people like this are needed desperately in the space, because the rest of these people are just out here twerking it up all day long. And we all know who they are. But Cam and them, they be keeping it funky. So what happened? They had Vernon Maxwell on the podcast, who's hilarious, the way Vernon be talking. And they were talking about the Bronny James situation. And they were weighing in on it. And man, when they started reacting to it with Cam and Vernon and Mase, man, they just totally deep fried, dude. And I don't even think they deep fried him. I just think that they kept it real. And them keeping it real meant that it was raw and unfiltered. And I think it was absolutely a fantastic segment with these guys talking about it. So for those of you who didn't hear what Cam and Mase had to say, take a listen to what they had to say here. We're going to come back and react to their comments. Take a listen to that.
Yeah, they stealing.
That's a great question. Who would you, what's the question again?
Who would you rather have on your team, Bronny or Thanasis?
His brother in the league that long.
I wouldn't want neither one of them.
You gotta pick one.
I don't believe in the lesser evils. I don't want neither one of them.
The lesser evils. That's crazy.
Neither. Oh my God.
Why he asks you this? He sets me up. I would take the Thanasis.
Okay.
But you want to know why?
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me why.
Because Bronny doesn't strike me as a person that wants to be in the league. It's like an idea that his father had, and he's doing it. And pause, when it comes to that, I feel like it's better, at least with the Thanasis, he wants to be here. Like, if he could get like really good, if somebody would train him, he would want to be really good. See, I don't like answering these questions because I'm so truthful, it makes me look like I'm against. I'm really for Bronny. I really want him to do well, but you're asking me questions that are not in his favor.
I'll answer the question first. Let me go first, and then if y'all want to chime in.
Let me ask you.
Good.
Who do you think got the better of the deal?
To me, who got the better of the deal is the Greek Freak. The reason I say the Greek Freak is because he got two brothers in the NBA. His family wasn't Americans. He got them visas.
He got two brothers?
Yeah, I don't know if the second brother is still in the league.
Yeah, he ain't.
He had two brothers in the league, at least in the G League. So you got two brothers.
They get into the chicken.
You got your mother and father in America where they couldn't get their visas.
He got a better deal.
So if you're asking who got a better deal, to me,
as far as that, yes.
That's what I said. I said, who got the better deal out of it? You got your whole family over here, got a Disney movie on your story. Y'all niggas got over here. I'm going to go with the better deal.
It's hard for the second generation to be hungry. It's very hard for the second generation. For us, For you, Vern, and everybody else, when you're the first generation, you're the generation breaking through.
Right.
You're the generation trying to give your kids everything that we didn't have.
What about Ken Griffey and his father?
Yeah.
I mean,
We
that's
saw
it.
this
And that's
before,
what they
Stat.
Yeah.
You didn't see it before.
Try to compare that.
They tried to compare that today?
Yeah, on the news.
They
was at the game.
Yeah, they had them at the game.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, like Ken Griffey, his daddy, they played together, and both of them got base hits or some doubles or some home run. Both of them hit a home run in the same game. And he says, baby, tonight, be compatible with that. Bronny catch an alley hoop and I catch an alley hoop, and then
Who said that, bro?
Ron. I was like, well, damn, man, come on, man, you stretching this shit. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, you guys stay away
with
from
all this bull. I mean, come on, man. Stop playing.
You already 3 card Molly, nigga.
Stop playing. You already robbing. Stop with this bull.
So if your son was in a, what would you do differently?
Well, I'd be like, just be cool and just stay in your lane. I got you here, and be thankful. Let's ride out. Let's ride out. Ain't gonna be.
So you're with that. Did you hear when Vernon said, yeah, they rob him? I was like, yo. He said they rob him. Anyway, what are my thoughts on what they had to say? I think Cam and Mase are saying what most people believe. The only difference is they are refusing to twerk it up for these dudes. They are saying, like even Mase said it. Mase said, he's like, it will look like I'm being harsh, I'm a hater, but you're asking me questions that are not in favor of Bronny, because when you ask me these questions, I'm going to say what I think. And they kept it real. He said, I wouldn't want neither of them. He said, I don't want the lesser of two evils. It's funny, but it's true. It is true. Bronny is a 55th pick in the draft. No one really expects much out of players picked that low in the NBA draft. The issue is how he's promoted. Bronny is promoted more than some NBA All-Stars. And if you're going to promote him that much, then people are going to have an opinion on what they see. What you can't do is promote Bronny as much as you do and then tell people not to give you an honest take on it. That is unfair. I think that is unfair, and to a certain extent, that is censorship, because you're trying to censor the honest opinions that some people may have. I don't think that's a good thing. And it's one of the reasons why what Cam and these guys were saying is so refreshing. They should have the ability to call it like it is. There are some people, to allude to what Vernon said, that feel like it's robbing. To give him, I think, a $4.4 million contract or something like that. And some people believe he doesn't even deserve to be there. So some people do feel like it's a form of robbing. That's the reality. Not all people, not most people, but some people feel that. And if people feel that, they should have the right to say it. They're not slandering anyone. They're just giving their opinion on the issue. And these guys, I think, do a good job at it. We said deep fry, but I just think they're keeping it funky, and I think we need more of that. And I appreciate them for covering the story that way. So what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about Cam and Mace's analysis? Do you think it was fair? Do you think it was harsh? Do you think they could have gone even harder? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch y'all on the next show. Peace.